Welcome to Ingredient Insiders. I'm John Magazzino.
And I'm Andrea Parkins.
Thanks for watching this clip of our interview with Bianca Kaprielian.
For the full episode, find us on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Links in the description below.
I don't know. I think I'm a citrus nerd because I love all the different varieties. Like if you said, what's your favorite citrus? You have to pick something. I would say it's a particular variety of clementine called a clemenulus from a particular ranch that we call Sky Ranch. It's my grandparents' home ranch. And it has a very specific microclimate and a really specific soil, like really special soil, highly mineralized soil. And so, like, if you make me pick, I go real granular. Otherwise, it's like they're all good. There's like something, I love that the category is so broad and you can do so much with it.
Where is the Sky Ranch?
Sky Ranch is in Dinuba, California.
Where is that?
Dinuba.
It's on this little hill, and you can see the Sierra Nevadas, but it's not the foothills of the Sierra Nevadas. So it's this special little like blip of a hill without any other, real hilly areas nearby. And the mountain is mostly granite and then a couple feet of topsoil. So the trees are all dwarfed because their roots are naturally hitting this block of the granite. And then the soil just has all these special minerals from the granite. And some of the trees look like they're dying because there's certain minerals that are prohibiting other minerals from being absorbed into the tree, other nutrients from the tree from absorbing other nutrients. And then the fruit is just incredible. It tastes like, it kind of tastes like mandarin candy.
What's the season for those?
Yeah, they come at the exact wrong time. They start like right around Thanksgiving after all the retailers have already pulled loaded their Thanksgiving orders. Sometimes we're lucky and we get that like week before Thanksgiving window, but and then they go for about 3-4 weeks.
You making a trip to Dinuba?
I like as soon as she started talking about it, I was like, I want to taste
I want to taste that. I mean, can you send us some pictures so we can
definitely
and we could put it on the gram?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, can you send us a box in November?
Oh, she could do that too.
You just have to come visit.
Okay.
Are they commercially available?
They are. Yep.
I wonder
Yum.
if Greenleaf do you know if Greenleaf sells them?
Greenleaf sometimes sells them. Yep.
I mean,
Perfect.
You asked the citrus expert what her favorite piece of citrus is, and she really didn't have to think twice about it.
Right,
What's your favorite citrus?
Okay.
Do you have one?
I do. But I'm like a little nervous to say it because I feel I might be judged.
Well, go ahead. Let's judge. Bianca, let's judge her.
Okay. And then you have to share yours.
Okay.
Okay. I love a Cara Cara orange. I love them.
Why would that? What's wrong with that?
There's nothing
They're
wrong
great.
with that.
I love them.
They're delicious.
I think they're so good. And I was on a kick though for like 6 months where I was eating one like every morning. And
What's
then
wrong with that?
I don't know. I just like became part of like my ritual in the morning with my coffee. And I had this Cara Cara orange.
Coffee and that's where the controversy starts. You're drinking coffee with citrus?
No, I have I make a breakfast plate every morning.
Okay.
I have like sweet, savory fruit. I have like this whole thing. And breakfast is my favorite meal. So I always have a fruit. And so for like a long time, it was the Cara Cara orange.
Got it. There's nothing wrong with the Cara Cara. I always think of them as like the pinkish orange.
Yeah, they're pink.
Right? They're not a blood orange, and they're not a...
The Cara Caras are a navel orange. It's a variety of navel orange.
Why are they pink though? Ish. Just the way they are?
I don't know the history of it, but I mean, like any other, like any variety, it's a mutation that then we see as a favorable mutation. And someone said, let's keep growing this thing.
John, is Pixie Tangerine your favorite citrus?
I don't know that I can pick one favorite citrus. Let's just start with that.
Okay.
How's that sound?
That's fair. I mean, like yes, I agree.
I love the Kishu that you mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Love. But you know what I also love?
What?
Those Texas, I don't know if they're the red grapefruits. When you get a good grapefruit, I forget the name of the exact location where they come from. I wanted to say Indian River, but that's Florida. these Texas pink grapefruits.
Is it like a Texan variety?
I don't know. Bianca's going to tell me.
Bianca's going to tell us.
Ruby?
I was going to say, is it ruby?
They're like this deep ruby red grapefruit. And
how do you like to
sweet.
eat a grapefruit?
Generally just peel it and eat it. But those ones, the pith is not bitter.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they just have such an amazing flavor.
You know, there's a lot of good grapefruit varietals that, because they're seeded, they're out of fashion now.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like the Oro Blanco grapefruit and the
Love.
cocktail grapefruit are
Yes.
two of my favorites. And I will say, I do think Texas, I don't know if this is going to be probably controversial, but I do think Texas grows better grapefruit than California. Interestingly, in California, we are not allowed to import organic Texas grapefruit into California. But the Oro Blanco and the cocktail grapefruit, we've grown some of it. It's very hard to sell anymore because it has so many seeds, but boy, is it delicious.
Do you like grapefruit?
I love grapefruit.
You do?
I do.
Because I grew up, my parents ate grapefruits. I think it was like a diet thing. Like they were inedible, like so bitter. The pith, everything about it was horrible. But then you get these thin-skinned ones, and they're just
like juicy and sweet.
I do love them.
There was one place in Maplewood, New Jersey. They used to do a bruleed grapefruit.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it was killer. Really good. And my best friend, who's a rep at Chef's Warehouse, Jen Gordon, anytime I would text her and be like, I'm sick, she would be like, you need to start the regimen. You have to eat 2 grapefruits. That's how she if she feels like she's getting a cold, it's not 1, it's 2 grapefruits.
Okay.
I'm going to say 3 grapefruits and a bag of mandarins.
There you go.
Does that work?
I don't know. Jen Gordon swears by it.
It's a lot of vitamin C.
A lot. I think you should try it. But John and I are actually going to Texas on Monday, so we're going to have to find these grapefruits.
But the season might be over, though.
Not the season, but that's okay.
Fair. Yeah, it's definitely
We can maybe
May.
find some like frozen grapefruit juice or something.
There you go, Andrea.
Thanks, Bianca. I appreciate you trying to keep it positive. I did see at Wegmans, my favorite grocery, Sumo citrus juice. They're selling it now in like quarts.
Ooh.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
I'm not a fan of the Sumo citrus.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh,
I feel like it's like a mass-produced
I think it became
thing.
that
Like
kinda.
I don't know about the flavor so much.
Do you think it became branded, Bianca?
Easy to peel, but
Well, it was branded from the beginning. The what's happened with the Sumos, you see a lot more now. It's actually a decoupon, and so Sumo, that brand, they had the exclusive right on the varietal for a few years, and then 2 more varietals, decoupon varietals, came out available in the U.S. And so people started, other folks, non-Sumo brand, started growing decoupons, and now, collectively people think of them as Sumos, and you just see a lot more out there.
Tell us about Fruit World, because you do a lot more than just citrus. What is Fruit World, and what are the other products you work with?
Yeah, so Fruit World is our fruit brand. Creekside is the sales and marketing company, and then Fruit World's our fruit brand, and we sell citrus. So we started out just selling. Fruit World started out just selling my family's fruit. It was the idea was, how do we sell our own fruit and keep our family farms going? And then started expanding, working with other growers, and so now we have a strong melon program going on right now, organic melons, and we sell cherries. We work with some stone fruit growers. We have a really cool Tom Cord grape program for people who like flavor. The Tom Cord grape is so good.
So much of the fruit today, and especially Andrew was talking about like us being on the East Coast and not having access, so much of the produce doesn't have a lot of flavor, comes from big institutional kind of farms. And I think that was the point you were making earlier, is like, we don't get, in my opinion, particularly with the fruits you're describing, we don't get the good stuff in New York. And every time I go to California, and I'll go to a small market in San Francisco or even LA and find these family-run farms, whether it is the melons from Yolo County or peaches from Brentwood, California, the north, outside, close to where you are now. But like,
it's a different ball game.
It's like picked when it's ripe. It's grown properly, not for storage, not for, cosmetic reasons. And we kind of get screwed on the East Coast when it comes 100%. To that stuff. We have some good stuff. We have good, decent apples.
Yep.
Call us.
I'm going to.
Now I will.
We already have a couple of cases of those beautiful oranges.
The granite oranges. Yeah. No, if I eat like a bad piece of citrus, like if I take a bite, I throw it in I won't eat it if it's gross.
You're very picky.
I am picky. I'm sorry if I'm going to ingest.
But think about peaches. Think about plums. Like if you've ever had a Santa Rosa plum in the month of, tell me if I'm wrong, June, July, May, June, July. You get a great Santa Rosa plum.
Remember we went to the Berkeley Bowl?
Yes.
And we just stood there and we were just
so much variety. It's amazing.
The different plum varieties.
Or any of those farmers markets in the Bay Area. And it's like, then you go to the supermarket, and I don't care which one it is around us, and you buy plums. It's like Russian roulette. One out of every 8 might be good.
You have to find better stores because it exists out there. And you find the store.
We've got some. We've got Ridgefield Organics in my town, which actually brings in Frog Hollow Farm and these smaller producers of really good stuff.
Yeah, and there's farm stands all over the place, but I think in terms of variety, it's going to be hit or miss as to what you're going to see. The West Coast. I think
you have to ask. I always tell people, I tell my friends on the East Coast, I say just ask, because if enough people ask, then stores don't want to miss out on sales.
Agreed.
100%.
And I do ask at my local farm.
Do?
Yeah, I'm like, can you get Santa Rosa plums? And the owner will bring them in. Yeah,
that's great.
Or whatever it is that we're looking for.
I think we need to get like a Greenleaf account and just have them start sending us stuff.
Yes, do it.
Yeah, why not?
I'm doing it. Done.
Does
Thank
Fruit
you, Bianca.
World sell direct to consumers?
Nope. No, we don't.
Just food service. Okay, let's talk about citrus zest, Bianca.
Well, this is interesting. So when you buy citrus, oftentimes if it's non-organic, if it's conventional, well, both are going to be covered in a wax to ship. So they're harvested, the fruit's harvested, it comes into a packing facility, it goes through a bath where it gets washed, and then it goes through a wax process where wax is put on, like a thin layer of wax coats the fruit. Then it gets graded, sized, and eventually packed up into whatever pack style type the customer wants. The non-organic fruit gets a wax that has fungicides in it, like chemical fungicides, to preserve it. The organic fruit gets an organic certified wax, which doesn't have fungicides, but it still is a wax. It's usually like a beeswax, a vegetable oil-based wax, a carnauba wax, and so then it goes out. So it's always been interesting to me. It's like if you're zesting something, the zest, like the good thing about the wax is it kind of seals the fruit, so it's not going to dehydrate. If you don't wax the fruit and you ship it, and let's say it goes onto a retail shelf where it's not in refrigeration, that fruit will dry out fairly quickly.
So you're a pro wax.
Because there's nothing kind of preventing it from perspiring. Yep.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Ingredient Insiders.
You can find the products we discussed on today's episode at chefswarehouse.com or your favorite specialty retailer.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Ingredient Insiders and Chef's Warehouse at Where Chefs Shop.